and we finally see him, the man that appeared through that door, the person that we've been seeing, that wanted to be seen for a long ass time. I gotta talk about this first before I really talk about this character that arrived this week, and mind you as well, this is going to be spoilers as well for the anime as well, so definitely I would highly recommend you guys, if you haven't seen the episode yet, definitely don't see it, but definitely it's like how this episode starts. It's just like we see, Fairy Tail won, we see everyone with how they felt about Fairy Tail winning, and it's like we got through like all the fucking executioners again. Like, I don't know why they're still dragging out more of that stuff. It's like, we get it. The executioners, they're trying, but still, it's like, Jesus Christ, it's just so annoying. I don't want to see the executions no more. And I'm so glad because in this episode, they got wasted. They got completely fucking wasted. They were a joke from to begin with. And it was just like, why did they give them Attila and Laxus from last week? I'm not even gonna say last week's was disgusting. It was appalling. I fucking hated last week's, but it was like with this one, it's like that was the only thing of the episode that really pissed me off. Was just like we don't need more of the Stiller. They should have been done like weeks ago. And it's like we should have just had last week just finishing off like a fight or something. But it's like regardless of that, it's like they disappeared and it's like, yo, what the fuck is all this shadow out and all that? And it's like it's just eating them away and it's like at first you think, is it that shadow that like Rogue had? And it turns out that when Princess History was talking to the future person, it's saying, oh, it was Lucy and all that, and saying like, wait a minute, the person I told them to, who told me about the dragons, wasn't a girl. And it's like, there's another person who went out there as well. And turns out, as we see him, it's Future Rogue. Now, Future Rogue looks a hell of a lot different. He's got like a huge scar on his face. Like he's got like half his hair like grey. He's got part of black piece coming in his eye. Like, so you're kind of wondering already that he's like 7 years in the future after the events, and it's like you can definitely see that he's been through a lot of things. He's got there, and he's pretty much saying that he blames Future Lucy for opening the door, and he's like, the reason he's here is to kill Lucy, to stop him from opening the door, and it's just like, oh my god, it's so powerful when he just goes to attack Lucy, and it's just like Natsu tries to dive in, and Future Lucy blocks the attack for him, and it's like, it's just so powerful, and it's like, Happy's like there crying, and it's like, god damn, it was like just really emotional. It's like, definitely the voice actors did an impressive job doing with this, and it's just like, I loved every single part of that episode, like, apart from the start, like, everything was just perfect, and this is like, the voice actress, the Happy, just did it perfectly. Lucy as well, and it's just saw as well the guild like just disappearing on her hand. That was just like fuck. Even Fairy Tail, you even see that the art and animation for this one was just beautiful when Natsu snapped and he just punched Future Rogue and all that, and he just sees him crying, half his face like covered in just darkness. It's like definitely just an impressive episode as always. Like, I've really had fun with this episode. I thought this was a really worthwhile one, and it leads the question of saying like, what happened to Rogue during all this time? Like, why, like, if Lucy didn't do it, because come on, let's say it's Lucia, like, do you think she would really do that out of her own free will? Like, as in, like, for the whole time she wasn't lying, so what has happened? Do you think, for anime only, do you think Rogue was tricked into it? Like, do you think he's just making a mistake? Do you think it was someone else? Like, what's happening with that? But overall, for this episode, it has some great content in there, has some, like, very interesting with Future Rogue. Definitely giving this one an 8.5. It's such a shame because the preview and also as well the opening spoiled him about that, so I guess you already knew already about what he was going to look like, but still it's like as long as you don't watch the Fairy Tail previews, I think you'll be alright, but it's like, come on, you can't avoid that opening. The opening godlike. So overall 8.5, really enjoyable. Let me know anything in the comment section down below what you thought about it. It was a really good episode, but that's all for me. I was thank you very much for watching. As always, remember, I'll see you guys next time, and Australia.